let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. You spent your whole life trying to blow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, after a crazy opening.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. People the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking a from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, 'cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mouth before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Raiders 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On play action, now Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Caleb Evans just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing his car on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Carr. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-6 Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught. It's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of it. Last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Close the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Eric Kendricks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. To throw is Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback gets dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes.
He's got the hookup with Dobbs.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A.J. Brown, 53 yards.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Carr going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The center receiver in motion to the right. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
These are the situations that really test the defense. Those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something is off with that one.
And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Carr now on 1st down. Caught out right by Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big connection on that one. And even 40 yards. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here. Maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
694.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send Brown in motion right. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Now Mahomes. steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 16, Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead. And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever hit...
Touchdown, Vikings! Mike Gesicki, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's caught. And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful. And they will remain down by a point. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Raider first down, Carr to Renfro. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 106 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
93. Carr now to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Hey, we're good. Express. 29. Express. 9.
Now Carr. Caught on a slant. Touchdown Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Vikings now to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Quick slant to Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it. And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The open man here, Renfro. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now a 2nd down at 6. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Carr to throw. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Back to the running game with Jacobs. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
93.
Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
One final try now for Carr. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by 1 here in the final moments. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for Minnesota, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my